Hello and welcome to the American Motors Guy. Okay, a lot of things have happened in the last little bit. So what's happened? Okay, hopefully all the turkey's been eaten, all the presents have been exchanged, and all the New Year's kisses and wishes and resolutions have been made. All right, so now we're into 2024. The holidays are over. God bless, it's over. All right, so now we're looking forward for the 2024 car show season. Okay, what's happening and what's going on? Okay, that'll be in our next video, and I've got a little bit of news. I had a session set up to do the Goldie, which is I've talked about it in previous videos, and that didn't happen, so we're going to delay Goldie for a little bit longer. But we will be doing the Gucci Sportabout. Goldie is her name, and Jeff Dennison is the owner. So we will be talking with Jeff Dennison about that and be showing that car in a later video. Just sorry that it didn't happen when it was supposed to happen. And things like over the holidays, a lot of things get a little crazy. All right, so this video is number 3 on the parts vendors and service providers. Now, as I've said in the other videos, the very first video that I did, I had to get permission from each one of these companies to be able to mention their company. And everyone that I've mentioned, it seems like things have picked up for them. It seems like it's a little easier to find, and it's helping them just as much as it helps everyone else out, being able to know where to get your parts. Okay, so we did video 1, and then I had a bunch of people contact me and say, hey, what about this one? What about this one? I knew about them, I just couldn't get permission. I finally got those permissions and was able to get up video 2. Now I have a couple more, and I'm having even more trouble trying to get permission to mention some of these companies, and there's several who have denied permission. So with that being said, I can't mention who they are or whatever, but it's fine. They're trying to protect whatever it is they are trying to protect. That's their rights. Okay, so the ones who did allow permission, I'm going to give you that list, and there's just a few, but some of them are service and some of them are parts. So I'm also going to give you a quick update on A-Mark. Okay, A-Mark, I checked in with A-Mark. Website is still down. We know that Mark has is having parts made. He's doing his thing. He is still trying to rebuild that website. But like I said, he's a one-man operation. So he's doing it all himself. That's how he wants to do it. So he'll be there. So if you want to make sure you see A-Mark and you have specific parts that you want to get from A-Mark, or you want to see what A-Mark has to provide, he's normally at the Nationals. And remember, this year's Nationals, 2024, will be held in Petersburg, Virginia. I also know a bunch of the guys who plan on going down there and hauling their used parts and a bunch of other things that they'll be hauling down. We were told that they have water hookup, electrical hookup on some of these vending sites. So get your parts and your places and your inventory ready to go, guys, because it's only 6 months away. It's hard to believe, but yes, we're there. You have 6 months and it's here. The Nationals will be happening, and that's where everybody likes to get their parts. Like I told you, the parts were plentiful in Knoxville last year, 2023, and we just couldn't find a place for everybody. It was just massive. So keep in mind, let's get together, find out what you need to get, and let's get all our parts together, and let's make our run to Petersburg. All right, now, the ones that are on the list. Now, the first one I have is Pete at Pete'sCarSigns.com. Now, Pete's what he does is he puts the final touch on your car. Now, he had a couple of his beloved signs next to the beloved cars at the Markham show, and I believe I saw some with his car at SEMA's. I believe there's been a few other signs made up. He does all makes, all models, but he does a beautiful work. So you can check out Pete Arnell, and it's Pete at Pete'sCarSigns.com. Now, they can range in price from $340 to $200, depending on what you get. If you get the aluminum frame, all of the extras, you know, all the trimmings always cost more, so it depends on what you get. All right, now, the second place we have is AMC Rambler Restoration Parts. Now, he does a lot of reproduction rubber parts for a lot of the classic Ramblers and stuff, window sweeps and all that sort of stuff. So he makes all these things, reproduces them. Also, if you have a vacuum wiper motor, it needs to be rebuilt, he's the guy. They make parts and they offer services. So that's the reason why we do the things that we do, so to let you know about these companies. All right, and it's I found it at amcrambler.com. I found it at amcrambler.com. And you can talk to Peter Slathers at 516-935-5298. All right. Now, this one I thought was pretty cool. Now, this is an individual guy who's making brackets. Now, we all know, have you heard of the Carolina swag? It seems like every AMC car that was ever produced all had that sagging rear end. Every single one of them. Doesn't matter if it was the AMX or the Javelin or whatever. They all seem to have that rear drag. Never leveled out. Never seen one really sitting level. They always had that rear drag. Well, AJzelner, he makes a lowering bracket kit to lower the front spindles to rake it and make it even. So you can talk to him and it gets rid of that reverse rake, or the Carolina squat is what everybody wants to call it. All right, so you can talk to AJzelner. Now, AJ, he doesn't have a website or anything. You can find him on Facebook. You can check him out, AJzelner on Facebook, and you can find out all his information. Another great company is Bulltear.com. BULLTEAR.com. And it's a serpentine belt system is what they carry. They have the Legend valve covers, H-beam form connecting rods for the 360 or the 304, and a V8 swaps. They have the motor mounts that change a 6-cylinder cross member over to 4 V8. So they make the motor mounts that will right there on that 6-cylinder cross member, and you can put the V8 on it. They make those, and you don't even have to go out and try to find a V8 cross member, which sometimes can be very difficult to find. All right. Now this next one, this is Claude, and you guys out in Canada, y'all check him out. Y'all know who Claude is, but it's I do not speak French, and I'm pretty sure it's easy to do in English, but I don't know how to say his last name. Is it Gage or Gage? I'll spell it. That's the best thing I can do. But it's Services Multiple, Gagene. I believe it being Ganage or Gage. I don't know. But it's Claude Gagene, Quebec, Canada. And he is near the Vermont border. Now, he has a selection of Javelin and AMX parts and Javelin AMX parts. And he does, he also makes the louvers, the rear window louvers for the Javelin AMXs and the AMXs, or just the Javelin deal. He makes the louvers for those cars. Does quite well with that. So you might want to keep him in mind. So it's services, multiple. I'll put a picture up for you for everybody to see. You can contact him that way. I found out that he was the one who did the louvers. He does some other things in Canada as well. He's very well respected out in the AMC world, so go check him out. He has some nice items. Okay, so this other company is Thompson Performance, LLC. Now, they make an atomizer, and an atomizer breaks the spray into a mist into your carburetor. So it just jets it out. Makes it a little bit more like fuel injection, but not quite. It just makes it easier for that engine to burn that fuel and actually gives you a little bit better performance. So you can check out Thompson's Performance, LLC. It's just a little piece that you add into your carburetor, and all it does is just makes that spray, that stream, into it breaks it up. So it's a pretty cool little deal, so check that out. Now, I'm going to try to get this one right. It's Car Replico. Car Replico is a small family-owned business in Boulevard, Missouri. Now, they manufacture quality replacement parts for the classic cars, especially AMCs, 68 through 72 Javelins, AMXs, some Hornets, and some Rebel stuff. Now, some of these things are cross-referenced over. They may fit Concorde, they may fit Spirit, so check them out and see what they may have. But it's Car Replico. So if I get it right, CARREPLICO. So you can check them out. All right, what else do I have? And that's pretty much the final list. Like I said, there was a few others that I was trying to get in touch with. I was trying to get in touch with Gordy. Gordy will also be at the Nationals. Normally he's there, but I have not had very much luck getting in touch with Gordy. So I would like to list his company, but no luck in getting in touch. So I'm just trying to make everything easier for each and every person out there who loves these cars and wants to keep them on the road. Now, I'm also got my UAW Local 72 Union shirt on, and Local 72, UAW Local 72, is the Kenosha plant. All right? So, this was a gift from me for Christmas and it is from the Kenosha Heritage Center, I believe is where it was from. And my beautiful sister-in-law, Pam Taylor, got that for me. So thank you very much, Pam. Sporting my Mac Tool hat. Thank you, Patrick, very much. And so some pretty cool Christmas gifts. Just a few things that I thought I'd throw out there real quick. So I'm always out there looking to support anything and everything and trying to find a way to make it easier for all of us to enjoy our cars a little more. All right, so now we're going to be doing another video on car shows and places that will be having them. Now, like I said, some of them are AMO related, some of them are not. Doesn't really matter. It's just us getting together, whether it's AMC, AMO, Rambler, Nash, Hudson, who really cares, just as long as we're all out there having fun. Okay, so we'll be talking about that in another video. All right, I'm trying to remember. Oh, there is one more little pop note there, and we're gonna do a little cut, and then we will go back. And okay, we're back. All right, now with a quick break in the background here, I had to make a little change, and the quick change was, ta-da! We'll talk about this little gem. As you can see, it's a rusted, dented, creased across here, almost from here to here. But the thing of it is, it's an OS. It's hard to believe. Okay, so when we talked about NOS parts and the different things that are out there, I was able to pick this up, and I wanted to send a shout out to David Todd Birch. All right, so David Todd Birch does have a supply of these things that were salvaged from a train wreck, I believe is what happened years and years and years and years and years ago. They were shipped on a train, a bunch of these AMC parts, and some of them were damaged, some a little bit, some a little not, but whatever. Someone had purchased them all and had them in a warehouse or in a barn or whatever, and sold off whatever he could, and I believe the gentleman passed away, and then David Todd Birch was able to buy what was left of the remaining of the stock. So, me and my brother were able to purchase via PayPal 2 of his hoods from him because I was in desperate need of one. Now, my brother also needed one, so why not get a double deal? And he did take good care of us. Now, what I wanted to let everybody know was I didn't pay 1 cent in shipping. So, I got lucky. Okay, and I'll tell you how that is, because I knew someone who was heading up to Cincinnati, and it just so happened to be a local member in my club who is from that area. So, bonus for me. All right, so Bill, thank you, Bill Clark, was able to meet David Todd Birch up and pick up the 2 hoods, and then on his return trip from Ohio, bring them back into Knoxville, Tennessee, and even personally drop it off at my door. Hey, what's a little bit of gas money? That's simple to me. A very, very inexpensive little trip for me. Now, my brother, who lives in North Carolina, out on the coast, his hood is here. So what happens? Well, my son is actually a truck driver, and he happened to have to go to Memphis, Tennessee, and have to come and actually swing right through Knoxville. He stopped here, and I was able to take the hood to him, and he was able to haul it back to Elizabeth City, North Carolina, where my brother was able to receive it at his front door. So that was a sweet deal for us. We didn't have to pay very much in shipping, what, 40 or 50 bucks, a little bit of gas money to Bill, and that was it. So it was a good deal for us. Things you do to make it work sometimes to stretch that dollar. So, hey guys, you do what you have to do. I just thought I'd let everybody know about that and send that shout out to David Todd on having those parts. He didn't want to be listed, but he didn't say I couldn't talk about him. And since I bought something from him, I figured I would talk about him anyway. So thank you, David Todd. We appreciate it very much. You gave us a heck of a deal, and we were able to sell a few parts for you. All right, and good luck with your adventure that you're into right now on building that your lot for your junk cars and your business. I hope it works out well for you. All right, now, the next video, as I said, we were going to be talking about car shows and the clubs or the people of clubs, of our clubs, of non-clubs, whatever, that put on AMC events. So we're going to be doing AMC events. We always try to keep everything AMC, guys, because it's the AMC guy, right? It's the American Motors guy. All right, we'll check you out on the next video. Watch it soon.